So a lot of you know that I work with leather, and I really like working with my hands. In addition to leather, I really like to carve wood, make spoons, simple utensils, stuff like that. But I really haven't done a lot of it recently, and it's something I've been just wanting to do for a little. Oh, sorry, I almost tripped. Something I've been wanting to do for a little while. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna look for some spalted cherry, or no, not cherry, excuse me, back up. Some spalted birch. There's a lot of small birch trees, black birch trees, where I'm headed, this area of the forest, and yeah, that's really why I'm out here looking today. Just look for a little piece of wood for something to carve. I'm just down on the ground setting up the camera angle. So I want to do a little atmospheric shot to show you how pretty and green the forests are, but came across some beech, not nuts, but I guess what's left over that's protecting the nuts. Never had a chance to try these because every time they fall, I feel like the animals get them before I can. Ooh. Didn't touch it. I've just been walking, not really filming myself, looking for potential trees or some wood. I'm really not having any luck, which is okay. Like I said, I'm not gonna be upset if I don't find any wood today to carve. It's just more important that I'm out here wandering around, just taking in the sights, the feels, all that. But I came across a plant that I've never seen before out here, and I want to share it with you. Take a look at that. Never seen that before out here, and I'm not sure exactly what it is either. But there's something I want to talk about regarding the forest and resources. And it's something I've been reminded, something I was reminded a long time ago as I was going about my studies, if you will, about resources in the forest and all of that. And I think it's a really important topic to discuss, because a lot of us that are into bushcraft or naturalist, we look at the forest and we try to identify things. We try to identify things in the light of what can it do for us? What can we use this plant for? What is that wood good for? Things along that line, which is very important. I think a lot of people should learn about the natural world and how things were used, how things can be used, and how things are used. But I think it's equally important, maybe if not more important too, to allow the forest to keep its intrinsic value. And what I mean by that is that every time I come out here, I don't want to be looking at the forest and the plants, the resources, looking at them in the sense of, well, what can they do for me? And always have that sort of lens on of, there's mayapple, and there's violets, there's tulip trees, and there's pine trees, and go through off the list of how all these things can be used by me. What I really find important for myself is to make sure that I keep a perspective that the forest is beautiful the way it is, it's fine the way it is, and just coming out with no intentions at all, simply just to be out in the forest and experience its intrinsic value is very important to me. And I think it's a topic of discussion that should be brought up. It should be just brought up and talked by anyone who really enjoys the outdoors. Okay, so I've reached the part of the forest where I'm hoping to find some dead and standing, dead and leaned over small birch trees. You can see how thin this forest is throughout here. I'm not taking any green wood today. No green wood working for me. off of this land. I just am looking for dead trees, because if I'm looking for something spalted, it's going to be on a dead tree. And spalting is basically just, there's fungi, different types, that will give almost, it looks like black streaks on the wood. And if you catch it before it's too late, there's no, the wood hasn't been compromised in any part. I'm gonna call my search off now for some wood that I was hoping to be able to carve, probably in another video. I want to continue this series. I guess me out doing some vlog without Stony. I think it's kind of cool. But before I go, I want to show you something I'm wearing today that I've been testing out and I'm really happy with and excited to share with you. Bam! Check out those snazzy boots. So let me know what you think about seeing me holding a cell phone, filming it, and then Stony doing all the post-production on it. I think we have a good relationship and system worked out. Yeah, another one of those plants I was looking at earlier, I was sharing with you. These woods is feeling a little squatchy.